This is Branson Fossil, aka Boy Jeriko. He's a Gold Coast-based singer-songwriter producing the best hip-hop music you could possibly listen to. His debut album Space Boy dropped back in 2020, which includes songs that have been featured countless times in episodes of Welcome to Denzel's World. You would have seen his aliases credited at the end of every video I've produced, and he has also guest starred in a vlog. I'm so honoured to have great friend Boy Jeriko on the first ever episode of Talented Peeps, a God-given talent production.
I was operating under the alias 9Red7, and I thought, my name sucks. I hate 9Red7. I need a new name. The whole reason I thought of the name Boy was because, what was trending was little, big, little this, what's some
all
of
the rappers'
ones?
names.
Yeah. I was like, man, I want my own little tag, but I don't want to be little because it's already been done. I want something that's going to be relatively unique. I was listening to this artist at the time called Boy Pablo. I was like, oh, Boy is a cool one. That has been done before, but I like it. I respect the choice. But why should I use that? So I didn't stick with it straight away. And I started going on to some more singular word names. This cringy one I came up with, Exalted. I was like, yeah, Exalted. Yeah, that sounds sick. Prophet. Lil Prophet, bro. All these lame, super lame. I'm pretty sure, no offense to the artist name, Little Prophet. I'm pretty sure that's a guy out there somewhere, but good on you, you do you. It was not for me. And then I thought of Jericho. The Walls of Jericho, story in the Bible. Oh, I can't remember who marched around. Was
Joshua.
it Josh? It was Josh. He marched around the walls 7 times playing music. And then the walls came down. And then they entered into the kingdom. And I'm pretty sure they took over the kingdom. That sort of story. So I thought about it and I was like, that's actually a really cool analogy. And then I thought about the name more and more. And then it started sticking with me, Boy Jeriko. I had built these walls, right? Blocking my subconscious mind from talking to myself consciously. When I make music, those walls come down and my subconscious mind can speak to my conscious self. Now, the boy part of it is before I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, I was just a little boy, super innocent, chill. I had no faults. I had nothing going on with me, nothing wrong with me. I was happy. And then I got this disease. It's like there's 2 different people now. It's like the person that used to be, which was the boy. And then there's me now, which is post diagnosis. And I always missed that innocent young boy that I once was. And it's like that kid is trapped in there somewhere in the walls as well.
Yeah, wow.
Music helps me bring down the walls and be like a kid again, be free again. It's like an escape.
It's epic, man.
So that's what the whole meaning behind Boy Jeriko is, because it's Boy Jeriko is the boy in the walls.
Yeah.
Behind those walls somewhere.
Yeah, wow.
And music is what helps bring out the child in me. So I'd make up the instrumental first. I find that to be the most enjoyable part of the process because it's the easiest part of the process for me. It's just find something that sounds sick and complement it with really sick percussion and drums. And so I might start singing about something that I don't really understand.
Yeah.
And then I'll listen back to it and be like, damn, that is so relevant. That is so what I'm going through. One of my songs, for example, Will the Sunrise. It's the final song on the Reminiscence EP.
Good song.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about a whole lot. I'm saying I've only seen my dreams at night. I'm waiting till day and night. I'm waiting for the sun to rise. And that song has a very interesting backstory behind it and how it came to be. I sang that at 2 o'clock in the morning like this. Like that. Just...
Wow.
Yeah.
That actually gives so much more context to the song.
Everyone was asleep, bro, in the house. And it was 2 o'clock in the morning.
That was just a creative choice.
No.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing is planned. It just happens, and that's the magic of it.
I got one last question for you.
Sick, yeah.
I need to wear a hat for this one.
Dude, as soon as you said I need to wear a hat, I knew it was going to pull out immediately.
I wanted to ask about what's the love you have for Rod and Gun, because all these other rappers are wearing Nike, Adidas, and you are just fully repping Rod and Gun, and I think it just makes you so much more.
Does One day I bought a cap my car burnt down on the side of the highway. No joke. And I bought a hat with the money I got from the wreckers for this hat. I wore that hat in the Unocard music video. Cool little Easter egg there for you.
So many
Yeah.
Easter eggs.
I lost that hat. That was the best thing that ever happened to me because I was forced to go and find a new hat. An old friend of mine, he actually had a rod and gun hat. I'm not going to mention his name. And he let me use it one day. I think he left it in my car. And I was like, oh, this is a cool hat. And I put it on. And I was like, this is the most perfect hat I have ever found.
Wow.
Because it was so comfortable. It just sat on my head right. I looked in the mirror and I was like,
Rod and Gun, sponsor Boy Jeriko.
Please, I've
He is
messaged
the
them.
best ambassador for you guys.
they've replied to me as well.
Have?
I said, hey guys, do you want to talk about sponsorships? It's the best opportunity of your life. Nah, they did reply and they said, oh, in the future. Because obviously, I'm not like a huge artist or anything.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Someday you will be.
Someday I will be. That's the whole point of the song.
To end out this podcast, I want you to plug your socials.
Yes, Boy Jeriko here on all platforms. It'll just be at Boy Jeriko. Jericho is spelt with a K, not a CH.
You're going to have to spell that out
Do
then.
people understand that when I say that? Do they think it's spelt
Maybe
Boy
just spell it out.
Jeriko if I say Kerrico? Like, does that make sense? Like,
I know what you mean.
like, yeah, I know, Boy Jeriko with a K, and they're like, the picture like Boy Kerrico or something. Like, yeah, anyway, Jeriko.
To listen to my full interview with Boy Jeriko, click the link in the description for the unfiltered conversation on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on next week's episode. See you then.